The midpoint formula is the formula used to find the coordinates of the midpoint of a line segment. For example, if points T and O are the endpoints of line segment TO on a coordinate plane, then the coordinates of its midpoint are x sub 1 plus x sub 2, all over 2. Y sub 1 plus y sub 2, all over 2. Let us have some examples. Determine the coordinates of the midpoint of line segment PT with endpoints P 4, 3 and T 9, 15. Let us first identify the given values. X sub 1 is equal to 4, y sub 1 is equal to 3, x sub 2 is equal to 9, and y sub 2 is equal to 15. Let us substitute the given values to the formula. We now have 4 plus 9 all over 2, and 3 plus 15 all over 2. Then, simplify the resulting expression. Add first 4 and 9, and 3 and 15. We now have 13 over 2, and 18 over 2. Let us divide 13 by 2 and 18 by 2. 13 divided by 2 is 6.5 while 18 divided by 2 is 9. Therefore, the coordinates of the midpoint are 6.5 and 9. Example number 2. Determine the coordinates of the midpoint of line segment LH. Let us first identify the coordinates of the endpoints. Point L is at -2, -1, while point H is at 4, 3. Now, substitute the respective values to the formula. We now have -2 plus 4 all over 2, and -1 plus 3 all over 2. Then, simplify the expression. -2 plus 4 is 2 while -1 plus 3 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Therefore, the midpoint is at 1, 1. For our last example, points F2 -4, are 7, 1, and M -1, 5 are 3 vertices of parallelogram FAME. A. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of the diagonal FM. Let x sub 1 be equal to 2, y sub 1 equal to -4, x sub 2 equal to -1, and y sub 2 equal to 5. Substitute the respective values to the formula. We now have 2 plus -1 all over 2, and -4 plus 5 all over 2. 2 plus -1 is 1, while -4 plus 5 is 1. Therefore, the midpoint of line segment FM is at 1/2, 1/2. Let us now find the coordinates of point E. To find the coordinates of point E, we will use the midpoint formula. Now let the coordinates of point E be x and y. The midpoint of the diagonal area is 7 plus x all over 2, and 1 plus y all over 2. We all know that one of the properties of a parallelogram is that its diagonals bisect each other. That means, their midpoints are the same. Since the midpoints of the diagonals AE and FM are the same, we now have 7 plus x all over 2, 1 plus y all over 2 equals to 1/2, 1/2. To solve for the value of x, equate 7 plus x all over 2 and 1/2. Multiply both sides by 2. We now have 7 plus x equals 1. Then subtract 7 from both sides of the equation. 1 minus 7 is -6. X is equal to -6. To solve for the value of y, equate 1 plus y all over 2 and 1/2. Multiply 2 to both sides of the equation. We now have 1 plus y equals 1. Subtract 1 from both sides of the equation. Y is equal to 0. Therefore, the coordinates of point E are -6, 0.